Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So I'm going to give you 5 makeup tips today for dry winter skin. So we are coming into that time of year again. It is fall, we're going into winter. A lot of us suffer from dry skin in the winter time. I know my skin tends to change around this time. It gets more dry. So what I do is I kind of switch up some makeup techniques and application techniques that, will just work for me when I have dry skin. So I'm going to share those with you today. These are just 5 little makeup tricks that I do when my skin is dry that just really helps to counteract any dryness in your skin, because if you have really dry skin, that is like the death of your makeup. Dry skin and makeup just do not work. You want to make sure that your skin has as much moisture as possible, because when it's dry, your skin will just tend to look older. It will look cakier when you apply your makeup. So we just want to make sure everything goes, as like smooth and as moisturized as possible. So I'm going to show you guys my 5 little tips today. Okay, tip number 1. Now this is going to go along with kind of a couple things that I'm going to share with you today. This little guy, this beauty blender, will be your absolute best friend. When your skin gets dry in the winter, if you have dry skin all year round, the beauty blender, like I said, will be your best friend, because what it does, if you apply your foundation with it, if you take it with your blush or your bronzer, anything like that, any cream or liquid type products, it's just going to give that extra moisture to your skin, because you are, using this as a damp beauty blender. You're gonna get it wet, you're gonna wring it out, so it's gonna be damp. So when you're applying your foundation with a damp beauty blender, it's just allowing that little bit of extra moisture to your skin. When you apply your foundation with a beauty blender, it's not gonna leave your skin so dry. It's adding a little bit of extra hydration to your skin. It just goes a long way. Another foundation trick for the dry winter skin is this. Let me roll up my sleeve here, because foundation is the thing that's gonna make you look cakey. If you have dry skin, your whole foundation, your whole face is just gonna look cakey. It's gonna look really dry. Your foundation can sink into little lines and wrinkles and just make you look older. So making sure that your foundation goes on, extra smooth with that extra hydration is really important. So what you can do is you can take any foundation, even a more matte foundation in the winter, and apply it again with your beauty blender, but you can do this little extra trick. So you pump out a little bit of your foundation and then take any type of like facial oil, and you will just drop a single drop into your foundation, or 2 drops, 1 or 2 drops. Mix it together on the back of your hand like this, and then take your damp beauty blender, dab it in, and then apply that to your skin. Just adding that little bit of that extra facial oil to your foundation just helps moisturize your skin. It doesn't leave you oily. It just really puts in that like little bit of extra hydration to your skin. Your foundation will go on gorgeous and it won't look dry. Okay, so my next tip to keep your skin looking super hydrated and not dry during the winter: use cream products. You guys know I am a huge fan of cream products, like any time of the year, but in the winter, I really reach for my cream products. Cream bronzers, cream type of blushes, cream highlighters, anything that is not going to look dry on your skin. Powders can tend to look dry on dry skin to begin with, but these type of products, whether they're cream, whether they're liquid, just kind of melt into your skin and just look so much more natural. You don't get that layer of powdery type of look to your skin, so cream products are the way to go. So like I did today, I took a cream bronzer. This is just the Glow Mineral ones that I've been using, again, with my beauty blender, my dampened beauty blender. Dab it on into your cream bronzer and just apply it to where you want to apply your bronzer, and it just looks so much more natural on that dry skin. And the same with your blush. It's super easy. Some people are intimidated by like cream type products, but it's so easy, and once you try it, you will not want to go back. Same thing with the blush. Take any damp beauty blender, dab it on into the blush. This is what I use today. This is the La Prairie Peach Glow Blush. This is one of my all-time favorite cream blushes. Take your beauty blender, dab it on in there, and again, all I did was just apply it and dab it on right to my cheeks. Very easy, and it just gives your cheeks the most beautiful, like a little bit of a glow to your cheeks as well. So again, you're not seeing that dry skin. Okay, so tip number 4, skip the powder. A lot of times powder can accentuate dry skin. We do not want that. So what I suggest and what I do that really works for me is I will just take this brush right here. You guys have seen me use this one all the time. I will just take a translucent powder and I just do my under eyes to set my concealer, and then I just take a little bit down the T-zone of my skin, and that is it. If you still get oily in the T-zone just a little bit, just apply some powder down the T-zone. Don't apply a setting powder to the rest of your face. It can make you look more dry. And if you have dry skin, even in your T-zone, like skip powder altogether. It is completely not necessary. I know I go many days without setting like anything on my skin, and my foundation and everything just doesn't budge anyway. So it's not something that you have to do to keep your makeup to stay. I'm not a big powder person anyway. I'm not one that really uses a lot of powder on a daily basis anyway. But if you can get away with it in the winter, just just skipping your powder altogether, or like I do, just a little bit under the eyes and just a tiny dab down the T-zone. If you can get away with like as little powder as possible, it will definitely help you. Okay, so my fifth and final tip for keeping that dry skin at bay, helping everything look a little bit more moisturized than it really is in the winter, a lip gloss. Use a lip gloss instead of any lipsticks, especially the more matte, like liquid lipsticks like we all love. I love my liquid lipsticks, but if I'm gonna wear one, especially in the winter, I will always top it with a gloss because my lips do definitely get more dry in the winter. So using just a lip gloss is something that I do all the time in the winter. I will skip my lipstick altogether and just apply a gloss. And that again will just help my lips look extra moisturized and not so like dry and chapped like we all get in the winter time. Just stick to your lip gloss in the winter and you can just fake those like extra moisturized lips when we all know like my lips are just so dry in the winter, but we can fake it with a lip gloss. Okay, so that is it. Those are my 5 makeup tips for our winter dry skin. These are just things that I do and just like little ways of like applying makeup that just really benefit my skin. I know when it becomes more dry, because like I said, dry skin and makeup, it just doesn't mix well together. It just makes us look older. It will age you. You want to make sure everything is moisturized and hydrated and plump looking. And these are just little makeup tips and little application tips that I do, you know, switch up and kind of do more of in the winter when my skin is dry. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.